Today's a little bit of a different video. We'll be covering a few topics, giving a few shout outs to people that help the channel, and just generally have a bit of a chat. So hello there, I am Thomas Explores, and thank you for joining me. Of course, many of you are probably new to the channel as we have grown quite fast, very quickly. It's been such a amazing journey, and thank you for joining me. That is the catchphrase that you hear throughout the channel. It's basically thank you, but I dropped the T. It's Hank and then the letter U. It was picked up by a family member of mine. I actually didn't create it, so I'll give full credit where credit is due. And I've ran with it ever since. It has become a bit of a staple. So we've got my saying over. I'm going to be going away for about 2 weeks, but do not worry, I have plenty of content coming out whilst I am away. In fact, that's why I've been working so hard in the past week to make sure that every day you get at least one unmarked location and one post, because I know plenty of you really enjoy playing along with the polls and commenting and giving your opinion. I mean, the polls have been so much fun that they're going to get their own dedicated video in the future to see where everyone lined up. 20 to 50,000 votes per post. So obviously you all have your opinion on companions, perks, settlements. It's awesome to see. So yeah, you will get one unmarked location every day. I have a definitive universal time of 2 p.m. GMT, which I believe translates to 10 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern? 9 a.m. Eastern, not 10 a.m. That would be 3 o'clock here. Yes, that is correct. So with that, there'll be a few shorts scattered out as well, because obviously shorts have featured massively in the growth of the channel and where many of you have probably stumbled across me. So yeah, now that I've got that out of the way, I have a few other things I want to touch on whilst we're here. Firstly, that we're almost at 27... well, nearly 28,000. Every day I look at this, I still can't believe it, because I crossed the 10k and it was a massive celebration. It took me 8 years to get to 10k, and it took me about 2 weeks to get about 25k. So that was explosive growth. It's been fantastic. In terms of shout outs, I do want to give Comet, Paul, and Mr. Fatty a shout out, channel members. Thank you so much for supporting my work, as well as commenters that I discuss with on a regular basis and have done long before this channel started to blow up. So the likes of Shaq, Carla, Josh, and Ilhan, all of yous, and JB. There's quite a few names. Some people have changed their username, so that was also someone I was referencing. But yeah, thank you so much for the continued support. And yeah, it's been an absolute blast chatting with you throughout my journey on the unmarked locations, and there'll be plenty more coming up. Speaking of which, this spreadsheet it's been under work for at least the last year, 2 years. I've been working on this and going through every single location. Now, this particular image is of the actual game guide, and as you can see, there is each zone, and I've got them down below on the spreadsheet. You can click the zone. From here you can see the number. Normally that correlates to the green boxes for zone 1. You will eventually see that we run out of numbers. That's because it swaps over to the blue dots for each zone, and then when it comes to the inner city, I will have to probably scan the book myself to get clear images of them. So again, a lot of work in progress. If the video has a short attached to it, I've also got that as a link, and every single underlined bit of text has a link directly to the video that you can follow. I will be reorganizing the playlist so it goes from number 1 all the way to number 1200 when we finish, in and about 1200, I would imagine. The status, you can use this. It's all free, and it's in the description of every video, this spreadsheet that you can follow along. There is obviously some ones that I have not finished. They may have links, as you can see, partially done here and there. Again, it is a work in progress, but it is fully accessible. I can tell you that Cambridge and Charleston are completely done, we're moving into the Fens, which is zone 9 near Diamond City. So we'll be finishing that off 2. It's a brilliant resource that I hope everyone can take full advantage of. It's completely free. As I said, everyone can access it with the link in the description. Okay, moving on to the channel again. Just to give you a wee heads up, I will be continuing the Fallout 4 Unmarked series. That's not stopping. I actually wanted to finish it by Christmas, but that is an extremely tall order because I don't want to release more than 3 a day. Even working, flat out, I could maybe finish it by Christmas, but I do want to continue 3 releases per day once I get back from holiday. And with that, it may be into next year before it's finished. But listen, we don't need to rush these things. These things can take a bit of time. As for shorts, I'll be continuing on with them. You'll be seeing plenty of other titles being thrown in there. Starfield will feature quite a bit, as will Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim. You can also see the Fallout 3 Unmarked and Skyrim Unmarked. I will be going back to touch up thumbnails and fix them up a wee bit. I've got the formula pretty much down to a T on how I want the title and everything laid out. So this will be fantastic news going forward. And another shout out I want to say to, well, not myself, this is the other channel. If you want to see more content, more RTS focused and other games that aren't Fallout related and guides, Thomas Staff After Hours is definitely the place to go over and see. And I'll probably be posting longer form Fallout content there if it can't fit nicely into the upload schedule of the main channel. Also, Astro Sloth. I am not Astro Sloth, in case anyone was thinking. There was a wee discussion in the comments a while back as to whether this was another channel of mine. It is not. It is my best friend, and I must say, he has helped motivate the entire channel in operation to where it is now. So be sure to visit him and give him some love if you are into Destiny 2. That's what he specializes in. Great game, great commentary. So be sure to check him out as well. Moving on, BitChute, I wanted to give a wee shout out to Zero and Solaris, who have been constantly commenting and keeping the BitChute channel alive with discussion. It's been great chatting to you guys, and I hope you continue to support me if you're enjoying the content. Hank, you. Also, we have my link tree. I finished it, and well, it's not finished. Nothing is ever really finished. There's always a wee bit of work in progress with a lot of the stuff I've got here. But yeah, if you want to support me, be sure to check out my Amazon. I do a lot of reviews on coffee-related things, Fallout merchandise, and just other things. I'll be working on that a wee bit more later on in the year. NordVPN, the one I use, a special deal if you click on my link, if a VPN is something you need. Coffee Fund, I was told by someone that they would like to support me on coffee, and I did not know what that meant. KOFI, and it's a website. It's kind of like Patreon, but a little bit easier if you just want to give a one-time payment. That is the platform to use. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, Snapchat. Now, the Snapchat's actually my personal one, so you'll probably get food pics and a few other things if you decide to, follow that one there. And yeah, I think as I was saying, I have a presence on Facebook where my long form content is now uploaded as well as the shorts. We've got my Instagram and we have TikTok. If those are the platforms you really want to use, well, I'm on them. The way I look at it is I'm on all forms of social media that I can really find, because there's no point in depriving anyone of content. If that is your preferred platform, I should be there. So yeah. Again, just crossed 10k followers on TikTok, and I never used TikTok, so this is kind of a shock to me in general, and it'll be exciting to see where we can go with that there. So with all that, I do want to point out that that was the wrong button. That this has been a fantastic journey. Again, I'm away for about 2 weeks. I'll be back sort of start of October. And I have plenty of other things down the pipe that I want to explore with you. So we'll just go from there. So hopefully I gave out all the thanks that I needed to, or not needed to, that I wanted to. And yeah, this is a fantastic journey. I am looking forward to seeing where we go next. Thank you so much if you've made it to this point. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions or queries, just throw them down. Feel free to answer. Treat this video like a bit of a Q&A. If there's any questions you have, I will answer them in the comments section below. Also, in terms of comments, I heart every comment that I read. I use the heart system as a I have read and, processed that comment. So, yeah, a lot of creators only use it. It's like, I like that comment, or, I love that comment. No. I heart every one that I read. So if I've hearted it, I have read it. Now, I am human, so if there's super mega paragraphs, I often read, I would glance read many of them. Although I will admit, some people write really interesting paragraphs that I do give the entire thing a read. Just depends. But as you know, if there's any point that I can help, or there's a question, I will jump in. But the great thing about this community is so many of you within posts, within shorts, and normal videos, you communicate with one another and help each other. So that is just an amazing thing as a content creator to see. So long may it continue. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in a few weeks. Thank you.